She says, now the issue of music, is it really haram? Well, to answer this, we have to go back to the references. And in the Quran, there are 3 locations where Allah Azza wa Jal has prohibited music. And this may not be straightforward, but the Sahaba, they acknowledge this to be straightforward. For example, the verse in Surah Al-Isra, Ayah 64, Allah Azza wa Jal tells Shaitan, وَاسْتَفْزِزْ مَنِ اسْتَطَعْتَ مِنْهُمْ بِصَوْتِكَ, that provoke whomever you can with your voice. Imam Mujahid, one of the great Imams of Tafsir and of the Salaf, he said that his voice, that is Satan's voice, is musical instruments. Also in Surah Luqman, Allah Azza wa Jal said that among the people who buy with his wealth, lahwa al-hadith, so that he would distract people from Allah's way. And Abdullah ibn Zubayr, Abdullah ibn Mas'ud, and Abdullah ibn Abbas, the 3 Abdullahs, al-Abadil al-Thalath, they all, may Allah be pleased with them, said that this is in ghina, or musical instruments. And also the ayah at the end of Surah Al-Najm, وَأَنْتُمْ سَامِدُونَ, السَّمْدُ هُوَ الْغُنَاء, أو الْغِنَاء, be the language of Himyar, and they say also it is mentioned there. Regardless of all of this, it was reported in Sahih al-Bukhari, and also in Sunan Abi Dawood, with a connected chain of narrators which is authentic without any doubt, and it's sufficient that it is in al-Bukhari, that the Prophet said ﷺ, that there will be from my ummah people who would make haram things halal. So they would make wearing of silk, fornication, consuming intoxicants and musical instruments halal. And this is a clear evidence that the Prophet is telling us that musical instruments are haram. Now, our sister's question is that such a gift, and with worldly standards, if you listen to Beethoven or Mozart or any of the great composers of all times, and you would listen and say, wow, this is a beautiful piece of art. This is true. It is beautiful. It's a gift. If you listen to MJ, for example, Michael Jackson, or if you listen to any of the contemporary artists, you would think that, wow, this is great music. It's a great piece of art. It is. But it is not something that Allah loves. This is satanic. This gift is given to them, and they're provoked, like the poets, as mentioned in the Quran. They are given such inspiration by shaitan, by the devil. This is not something divine or something that Allah loves. Likewise, if you go and look at the paintings of Michelangelo, great work of art. If you look at the sculptures, if you look at the novels of the plays around, worldly matters, worldly standards, excellent work. In Islamic standards, this is a piece of trash, because this is something that Allah does not love. And this is a test. And this is the thing that defines whether you're a good Muslim or a bad Muslim. And this is why this world, we're here to be tested. Whether we are submitting our will to Allah Azza wa Jal, or we have our own standards. So Allah tells us, alayhi salam, that وَلَا تَنْكِحُ الْمُشْرِكَاتِ حَتَّى يُؤْمِنْ وَلَأَمَةٌ مُؤْمِنَةٌ خَيْرٌ مِّن مُشْرِكَةٍ وَلَوْ أَعْجَبَتْكُمْ. Allah says, do not marry the idol worshippers among the females, even if you like them, because she is beautiful, she is gorgeous, she is a knockout. But to marry a slave who's black and ugly, etc., as the people of Tafsir say, is far better than marrying such a beautiful woman. So your standards have to change in order to look at things as they are, not as what we desire or what shaitan makes it beautiful for us. The consensus of the 4 schools of thought, Abu Hanifa, Malik, Shafi'i, and Hanbali school, they all agree that musical instruments are haram. What more do we need evidence from, if it's from the Quran, Sunnah, and the consensus of the 4 schools of thought? So I hope this answers your question.